I want to thank Gerald Nissan of Naperville for making this review possible. Gerald Nissan of Naperville is the only Nissan dealer in the Chicagoland area to offer a lifetime powertrain warranty on their engines and transmissions in the vehicles they sell. Check out their award-winning showroom and browse from over 1,000 new and used cars at www.geraldnissannaperville.com.
Alright, what's up guys? My name is Zach and today I am driving a 2021 Nissan Titan Pro-4X. Up front is a 5.6 liter V8 and down below is a 9-speed automatic transmission. Guys, I am super excited to be driving this here Titan for a couple of different reasons. First of all, I've never actually driven or reviewed a Titan pickup truck before, and so this is my first time getting my beak wet with the Titan name. The second reason is the fact that this is the Pro-4X. This is one of the top trim levels. It's not the top. You can also go with the Platinum, but the Platinum is more luxury. This is more off-road, more gritty, more active lifestyle than the Platinum. So I'm excited to get into those features with you guys. Now, before we get on to the rest of the video, if you guys are interested in selling your car, please click the link in the description below. Cashforcars.com will buy your car with a salvage title, good title, running, non-running, whatever it is. Please go support the channel by clicking the link in the description below. You can get a fast and easy quote for free, and they will pick up your vehicle in less than 24 hours. So let's get back to that 5.6 liter V8. It makes about 400 horsepower, which is a lot. That is very, very good for a truck motor, and it enables this truck to get out of its own way when it needs to. I will put the fuel economy up on the screen as well if that is something that you're interested in. Of course, those fuel economy numbers are not under any towing load, and that's going to go down once you start towing things, but that's to be said about all pickup trucks, so you can't knock the Titan for that. All right, so warmed up here on the test track. I don't see any drive mode buttons. Let's see what we can hear. 400 horsepower out of a Titan. Not bad. It definitely feels like it's struggling to put the power down, which can be equated to the fact that it's a 37-degree December morning, but also it doesn't feel as punchy as I thought it would. I was kind of expecting a little bit more on that acceleration test. Like I said, paired to it, 9-speed automatic transmission. I like it. It's nice and smooth. I haven't really noticed any weird tendencies that the transmission is doing. It's not shifting weird. It's not, burping, or it hesitated once when I tried to floor it, but other than that, it's been great. Last but not least, of course, the Pro-4X is 4-wheel drive. We'll talk about how to select that a little bit later on. Actually, last thing I want to mention before we get to the interior is the driving experience, which is this thing is massive. This Titan feels absolutely huge. I had to pull this out of the back lot of Nissan, and I had to almost do a 3-point turn just to make a right-hand turn. This thing is massive, and it feels very, very massive to drive. It is a very, very demanding vehicle in terms of size. So I think that should be noted. If you like smaller vehicles, either look at the Frontier or look at other pickup trucks, because this is large. So let's talk about the interior. We have a bunch to go through. Well, in front of me, I have two main gauges. On the left is my tachometer with coolant temperature down at the bottom, and on the right is my speedometer with fuel down at the bottom. Then in the center, I do get a very nice screen. I like the clarity of it. It looks like a very crisp, very modern screen. That's what I look for in these gauge clusters. And so I'm flipping through a couple of different options that you can actually put up on the screen here, which is very, very nice. I do like these off-road settings that you can get. It shows you where the power is being sent and how much your vehicle is tilting. That really reminds me of the early 90s Nissan pickup truck that I drove not too long ago, the Datsun Diesel from Japan. I like that a lot. I can set up some auxiliary gauges, and overall I think the gauge cluster is nice, clean, and simple, and gets the job done. On the steering wheel on the left, I have my source button, selector dial for that screen and the gauges, volume and phone options, and on the right, I have my cruise control options. Pretty clean and simple. I like the Nissan steering wheel. It has the blacked out Nissan badge with the red lettering. I think that looks really, really good. And to the left of me, I have my headlight buttons, gauge dimmer switches, my cargo lamp outlet control. We'll talk about the outlet in a little bit. Headlight levelers, in case I am carrying something very heavy and my headlights are blinding everyone, can actually change that. Interestingly, I do have a diff lock button. So the diff lock is electronically run, and I can toggle that at a stop. That is very, very nice. And I like that that button is right there for easy control. And of course, I do have hill descent control as well. On the door, I do have 2 different memory seat options. Then I have my power windows, power mirrors, and power locks. Moving into the center, I get a very large touchscreen display. This does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto on board. However, there is, of course, the stock Nissan system, which I've actually grown to kind of like in recent years. Nissan has kind of stepped up their game with their infotainment system, and I think it's a thorough system. I think it works well, and you're seeing some of those options now on screen. I like the center screen a lot, and of course, it has Apple CarPlay, so I'm good to go. All my music is right there. Everything I load up is right there, and that's really what I look for in modern cars. I can just plug right into Apple CarPlay, bada bing, bada boom. Everything works. Down below that screen, I do have some radio buttons, of course, audio menu, map, skip track, brightness, things like that, but I also have a camera button. So when going a slow speed or stopped, I can actually turn on the camera button and I can look in front of me, which is nice because this vehicle is very, very large. But I also have a 360 camera. Now, it's not the clearest 360 camera in the world, but it'll definitely help you navigate obstacles and terrain directly around your vehicle or parking spaces. You can really park in between the lines using this 360 camera. One last thing about the radio is the fact that I do have Fender speakers in the Titan. Now, Fender aren't my favorite brand of speakers, but I like the sort of rock and roll feel of it. You know, getting an old Fender guitar. I remember, gosh, this must have been 15 years ago at this point. My brother actually got a Fender guitar for Christmas one year, a white one. And I remember thinking that was so cool. Fender is so rock and roll. That is like a rock and roll company. And I know Volkswagen used to use these speakers as well. So they are pretty quality. They're not my favorite in the world, but they are a lot better than most stock systems you'll find in cars, and I actually have been enjoying the sound quite a lot. Down below those buttons, I do have my climate controls. I do have dual zone, which is nice. Defroster, of course. Defroster front and rear, things like that, pretty basic. Nothing really too crazy there. Then I have a couple of interesting buttons. Of course, in the middle, I have my hazard switch. On the left, I have my traction control and parking sensor off, and then on the right, I have my parking sensor beepers off, my bubble beepers I call them, which I would highly recommend leaving on because like I said earlier, this truck is massive. And so it actually did help me out navigating that narrow parking lot, having those beepers on. It said that I was getting too close to one of the cars, so I adjusted and I didn't hit anything. So I would leave those on, but it's nice that you can turn those off if you want. Then on the far right, I do have a heated steering wheel button. Now this button is pretty far away from the steering wheel itself. However, at least I have a heated steering wheel, and I like that a lot. Down below all of that, I do have my 4-wheel drive options on the far left. Of course, 2-wheel drive, 4 high and 4 low. Then moving into the center, I have my trailer brake sensitivity options and 2 USBs in, a USB-C and a traditional USB. As well as on the far right, I have a 12-volt outlet. Moving on to the center console itself, I do have heated and cooled seats, which is very, very nice. Heated and cooled is a very, very nice to have here in the Titan. I like that a lot. Of course, I'm pleasantly enjoying the heated seats on this very cold December morning. Then I have a little phone holder, actually. So the little U cutout of that center console is actually so you can charge your phone as well as stick it upright, which I actually really, really like, and I've been using this whole video. I stuck my phone in there, and I kind of like the angle of it. It's actually really helpful. I have 2 cup holders there, and then the center console, get a little tray, but nothing really too crazy going on in there. Now we gotta talk about the seats. Like I mentioned, the seats are heated, cooled, power, memory, and they feel great. The red stitching is part of the Pro-4X package, along with the red stitching on the dash, but the red stitching on the seats is, of course, a big part of that as well. I like the seats. They're nice and comfortable. However, we do have back seats. This is a 4-door pickup. So let's talk about the back seats, and then we'll talk about the cargo area. All right, so we're in the back of the 2021 Nissan Titan Pro-4X, and the back seat is great. First of all, I can sit with my knees totally normal, and I can sit like an adult, and I'm not smushed by anything. I have good headroom, I have good knee room, I'm 5'11", and I fit pretty well. That is a huge buying point of the Titan over the Frontier. I did drive a Frontier recently, and I was pretty smushed in the back. It was not a good time. But this, I can actually sit back here like a normal adult. We could go on a road trip. We could go to a job site. We can go to Home Depot, and I'm going to be comfortable back here, and I'm not going to have to stretch my legs every 40 minutes. That is very, very nice. I do have 2 cup holders on the center console, as well as I do have heated seats, which is very nice for the back seats. So I do get high or low heated seats. I have 2 vents, a 12-volt outlet, cigarette lighter, 2 USB chargers, and an actual wall outlet. 120 volts, 400-watt wall outlet. So for me personally, I could charge my cameras on the go. Just plug it in like any other wall outlet. That is absolutely great. I can plug in anything else I want, anything I want, Christmas lights, whatever it is. I can actually run it off of this outlet. And that's controlled up on that button I said we'd talk about later. The button to the left of the steering wheel, actually you can turn on and off that outlet, which is very, very nice, so it doesn't suck power. And back here, I get to fully enjoy the moonroof of the Titan. So it actually spans from in front of the front driver to, of course, right here, right at the rear passengers. Very, very nice. Another thing you can get with your Nissans is you can actually get these Nissan Adventure medical kits. So let's do a quick review here. You can get an instant cold pack, some bandages, some Band-Aids, conforming stretch gauze bandages, and a triangular bandage. So if that's something you want to spec, you can actually get from your Nissan dealer. Ooh. A little ASMR. Look at that. If that's something you'd like, you can get that from Nissan. Similarly, there's a backpack here that you can also get from Nissan. Has some microfibers, zip ties, things like that. Last but not least about the back seat, as I digress about a medical kit, is this center console that comes down. 2 nice sized cup holders. These could hold, 64-ounce drinks. These are very, very big cup holders. Probably fit in most Gatorades, except for like those massive ones. So, very, very nice that I get that nice little center armrest. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about the bed. All right, now we're around the back of the Titan, and first of all, I want to show off that I do have these nice little side steps that are kind of hard to get down. Oh, there they go. So I can fold those down. So to get up into the bed, I can use that, which is very, very nice. And they're nice and easy to go back up too. So boom, there it goes. So actually opening the rear tailgate, it is soft open, which is very, very nice. I do have these sort of like cup holders. I have these bed rails if that's something that I want to do. Another outlet back there. So that is controlled off of that button next to the steering wheel. You can actually turn off this button so no one can use it. You can actually turn off this outlet, not button. But very, very nice that you actually get a power outlet back here. That's great for LED lights, work tools like a little drill or a Dremel or something like that. I think all trucks should have outlets in the bed, and not many do. So the Tacoma is another one that comes to mind that has that, but besides that, it's not that common of an option. Besides that, pretty standard bed. I do have 2 tie downs up front and 2 tie downs right here. Like I said, bed rails here and up here. Very, very nice. I'll put the dimensions of the bed up on the screen if that's something that you want to know. And the tailgate is nice and light to put back up. Very, very simple. Now we gotta talk about the looks. I really, really genuinely do love the look of this Titan. The Pro-4X package is that more aggressive package. It gets the different wheels. The side steps I really, really like. The badging on the back I like. I think overall this truck looks very beefy. It looks meaty. It looks like it could take on something off-road. And that's what this truck is meant to be. That's what this truck is meant to do. This is an off-road vehicle. This is something that you would buy to take down a dirt road, to go to trekking up in Michigan, to go through the woods. That's why you would buy this sort of package. It's ready to do that stuff. And so I have to say that this isn't the most hardcore off-road vehicle I've ever seen. You can't compare this to a Raptor, and you can't compare this to a a Ram TRX or whatever they're doing these days. However, you have to look at the price as well. This is a $53,000 truck. This is stickered for $53,000. And so if you look at those other competitors, you start to notice why you might want to look into these. You can drive off the lot in one of these for a fraction of the price of those performance off-road trucks.
So upon further inspection, I don't know why, but at the time of filming of this video, I thought that a Ford Raptor cost a lot more than it actually does. It actually starts at the same price of $53,000 according to Ford's website. If you're a hardcore off-road fan, you're going to be doing a lot of off-road driving, I would recommend looking into a Ford F-150 Raptor. It's better equipped for all the time off-road use. However, if you are looking for a higher trim level, a solid, reliable, great-looking, great-featured Nissan Titan, I think the Pro-4X is a great trim level and worth the money if that's the avenue you want to go. If you're not the most hardcore off-road junkie there is, then the Nissan Titan will fit your needs 100%.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Huge thank you to Gerald Nissan for allowing me to take out their Nissan Titan. This thing was really, really fun, and I'm very, very happy to say that I've finally driven a Titan and I can give my proper thoughts on it. Gerald Nissan is absolutely awesome. Their information is up on the screen as well as linked in the description below. Please go check them out. They have a couple of these on the lot if this is something you're interested. If not, they have tons of new and used cars. So if you're looking for a new vehicle, definitely go check out their website and see if they have something for you, because I think they will. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment on the video, and subscribe if you really liked it. Take care, guys.